the branch post office to get my mail. Y'all got to stop this. It's your fault too. It's just not the carriers. So I'm just saying, when we have a problem in this development that we have, how dare you tell me that you can't come to a meeting? Who do y'all think you are? If the problems are that bad, when we have 5,000 or 6,000 people that live in that place, and you're gonna tell me that you can't show up, who do you think you are? Tell me.
First of all, I'm not understanding what.
You understand exactly what I said.
I do not understand.
You understand what I said?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah?
No, I
There's
don't.
something wrong with you.
You need to.
Like, Kate,
I just need to clarify.
Kate, your message was sent, okay?
She don't understand.
Well,
I don't.
I'm sure they'll get together and they'll discuss it.
First of all, I don't even know what meeting he's referring to, so that's why.
Well, apparently they do have meetings at that location.
Okay, well, I've been the station manager officially for approximately about 5 months, and I haven't received any notification to come to any meeting.
All right, now you heard
This is the
now.
first time. I have
All right,
a problem.
don't get defensive.
No, I'm not being defensive. I just want to clarify what he's saying.
Okay.
If I'm
All right, you know what he
I don't
said?
mind coming.
Okay, listen, what he said, somebody should answer a phone there. Okay? If they answer a phone, I mean, it's potluck. I mean, you call, you may pick up, you may not pick up. But somebody should be dedicated to answering a phone there. Because I have called and rang, but you know, I go over to you people. Okay, all right, Keith? Keith, we do the best we can, don't do the best we can. Let's see if there's improvement, Keith. Okay, Andrea, go ahead.
I live at 780 Pelham Parkway, Route 28. My first complaint is when you call Rochester, if you're lucky, somebody answers the phone. Generally, they don't, and when they do, they are exceedingly nasty.
Yes.
There's no reason to be nasty when you get on the phone. Okay, that's the first complaint. My regular carrier is superb. I have no problem with her. However, I can't tell you how many times the entire building has gotten 782's mailed as opposed to 780. In every box, because it's the same, well, you know, it looks exactly the same, so A1, you know, got A1's mail for 782. Then I call the postal police because that's a federal offense. I mean, your people do not read. I mean, it's an entire building. This goes on every time the carrier is on vacation. It's not acceptable.
So what I would do, I will speak to the area manager in reference to that and the manager. But what we can do.
Excuse me, how are you gonna speak to a manager when nobody picks up the phone?
Well,
Go
I
pick it
will
up for
speak
her.
with them.
Now, but at the time when this happens, nobody
Let
picks
me
up the phone.
explain. I will speak with the manager and the area manager.
I need to go, not to go. Go ahead.
And what we will do on that, whenever there is someone out on vacation, we could put a carrier alert. A carrier alert on the route, especially if it's an address like that, the 780 or 782, where it's easily confused because the apartment numbers are the same sequence. We could put a carrier route alert on it, and the supervisors can verify the mail before they tie it down to go out to the street that it's in the right order. And they can also do spot checks and go and visit the location to make sure that they are putting the mail in the correct boxes and check up behind the carriers who are covering
So
behind
my
people.
point is that they're only putting it by apartment. They're absolutely not reading.
No, I understand what you're
They're
saying.
not reading the names even on the box.
So that's why we will do a, more like a quality control check.
Put this in
on
writing.
that. We'll do
In
more
writing.
quality control.
Okay, thank you. Right over here, Obi.
Tony had a question,
Yeah,
he's the only one contacting. So I'm gonna ask this question for him. Actually, I have two questions. Appointments for passports. All post offices should have them. You can be able to make appointments, not all of them, you can make an appointment. That's an issue. We're in 2018. I should be able to make an appointment, go in within 15 minutes, take care of my business and leave. I don't know why we don't do that at every single post office. It's sad that we don't do it. The second piece, situational awareness with the delivery folks. They're listening to their headphones, they're talking on the phone, they're not paying attention.
Exactly.
My wife was locked into the house and she wanted to get out of the house. She was knocking and pounding, I was on the phone with her, and I was watching on the camera, I'm like, he's right there, he's right on the other side of the door. He said, he's not answering. That's sad. That he is within 2 feet and he's not opening the door because the door was jammed. So there's an issue there. Situational awareness, we can use the extra set of eyes in our neighborhoods during business hours when we're not home. I'm not asking them to look out and start calling 911 everywhere, but if people see that they're paying attention, they'll hesitate before they commit a crime instead of being on their phone and their headphones. So those are the two issues that I have.
And dressing properly.
In reference to the passports, we have select locations, as you stated, that do passport appointments, and we have other locations that are open to the public to come in during specific hours for their passport needs. That is not directed by us, that is done by the National Passport Department from the government, and they regulate that. That's not something regulated by the Postal Service, so we don't decide what location gets passport appointments and which one doesn't. That's done based on data.
Okay.
And
Well, there
based
was
on
one that I
the-
went to, the 9 a.m. was the start of the passport services. I went there at 9, thinking I'd be the first one. There were 10 people ahead of me, which is okay. But we waited from 9 until 9:15 until that window opened up. And the person was just sitting there, and we're watching her, all of us. The line was out the door now for
Which
passport.
location is this?
This is on West Street, I don't know which one it is. Maybe Parkchester, I don't know. But I don't understand that part. We're sitting there looking at the woman, like, come on, we all need service here. Until 9:15, the window opened up. So we wasted 15 minutes of people racking up in that post office to get passport services. That's 15 valuable minutes. That line you can never recover from those 15 minutes for the rest of the day.
Well, in a
It's more than
situation like
15
that, the area manager for that particular area, she can be, Jeannie will go back to her and notify her, and then they can have a meeting with the station manager and this is the supervisor from that station. So they can have a meeting with them and let them know that their passports start at 9 o'clock. That clerk should actually have already been on that window. Oh.
I'm the supervisor, and I work in the morning with that. We do a soft opening every day because of the fact at 8:30, and we also let them know that passports are also open on Saturdays from 9 to 12 if they're not able to make it. Opening time is 9, my clerks are open at 9. But because of the heavy volume of everyone trying to get passports, we open at 8:30, sometimes 8 o'clock. And that's a courtesy because of the fact. Once we give out tickets, it becomes a problem. We give out tickets. Once the tickets are given out, then we tell everyone to come back the next day.
Yeah, I didn't get a ticket. I heard about the ticket thing. It was a Saturday, and I went there at 9. No tickets were given out.
Because you was already there. If you were in the back, you get a ticket. You already there to be
But you
waited
cause the
on.
problem to give tickets if you don't take care of people at 9 o'clock.
No, we take care of people at 8 and 8:30. I'm there to open up. Soft open at 8:30.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's something, again, that I will bring back to the area manager, Ms. Paulino, and we'll address that. And, they'll be more vigilant. In reference to the situation you said where your wife was locked in, the house, was it the house?
Yes.
Well, I mean, and basically, yes, I agree with you. The carriers shouldn't be walking around with their headphones on both ears. We always say, if you are going to have a headphone, it has to be
Shouldn't have
one
it
in,
at
one
all.
out. You can't have both on because that's a safety concern. You're crossing the street, God forbid, you can get hit by a car. You know, you're not aware of your surroundings, and that's something that we preach to our carriers as well. And that's something that I will bring back to the district again, and we'll have to reissue that service call because it's something that needs to be
They
done
shouldn't
because
have
we
the
enforce it in the
headphones at
station.
all.
Now,
It's a
when they're
job.
outside, they feel like no one's watching, so that's why they do it, but that's something that we'll bring back to them and
See,
we will
they don't
address
even
that.
wear uniform, they dress like slobs now. No uniform.
I live on Allerton and it's a mix of 104, 67, and 69. We have seniors there, and especially during times like the holiday seasons, we were told that sometimes you hire temporary workers or part-time workers. They show up in plain clothes.
Mm-hmm.
The seniors and other people, they're scared to open their doors to someone who doesn't look like they're a postal worker. Now, they may have the IDs, but people can forge IDs. They're still weary. If they can see that they have a uniform or even just a shirt or something that identifies them, they'd be more willing to open a door to them instead of worrying that it's somebody who's about to break into their home.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that can be done?
Ms. Castro, in reference to that, that's great. We actually did address that because that was a concern that was brought to our attention. So what we've initiated now in our Carrier Academy, now that we've extended it to give them more training, before they start, they're given a hat and a t-shirt to identify themselves so that people do know they work for the post office, because they're not entitled to a uniform until they pass the probation period of 90 days. After they pass their probation period of 90 days, then they're entitled to get a uniform allowance to purchase uniforms.
All right, listen, last one,
No, we'll be here all night.
Microphone.
I'm just curious to know, you said you have a high rate of attrition and turnover. What is the reason behind that? Is it because you've been having to make problems, that you're getting rid of people? Is it that people can't handle the pressure? Are they overworked? I'm just curious to know
If they are overworked,
Uh-oh, Jeremy cut you off.
if they are overworked, maybe that's the reason that
they're leaving. I'm just curious to know what's the reasoning behind
Well,
that.
basically, the high rate of attrition is due to retirement. A lot of our people are retiring, and this year alone, we lost